So I think this is page 129 in your books, and I'm just going to go over the answers. So make sure that you are correcting your own work in your book. So remember, the first thing that I'm going to do is just determine my sign. I count 1 negative in number 1, so my answer is going to be negative. Then I want to change all of my division to multiplication. So right above the division sign, I'm going to put a C and then keep and flip. So now I'm going to rewrite it as -4/2 times 1/3, change division to multiplication, and flip to 6/1. Then I'm just going to multiply straight across. 4 times 1 times 6 is 24, and then 2 times 3, 6 times 1 is 6, so 6, and it is negative. I'm going to simplify this, and I'm going to put 6 into 24. Goes in 4 times, 24, 0 left over. So my final answer is a -4. Don't forget that negative sign. Number 2, again, count how many negatives I have. I have 3. 3 is odd, so my answer is going to be negative. I'm going to put all my whole numbers over 1. And I have no division, so I'm just going to multiply straight across. So 4 times 5 is 20, times 2 is 40, times 1 is 40, times 2 is 80, over 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, times 8 is 8, times 1 is still 8. Don't forget it is negative. I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 8, and I'm left with 10, and it is negative. Then I'm going to go down to number 3. The first thing I'm going to do is figure out my sign. My sign is a positive because I have 2 negatives. 2 is even, so my answer is going to be positive. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to, let me just rewrite these with improper fractions instead of mixed numbers. So 12/14/3 times 6/7/2. And then divided by 2/4. From here, I'm going to use my keep, change, flip. Right above, I'm going to change this division to multiplication. Right above the division, I'm going to put C, put KCF. So you're going to keep 14/3, keep 7/2, change division to multiplication, and we're going to flip this to 4/2. Then we're going to multiply straight across. Let's see, we have 14 times 7 times 4 is 392. And then on the bottom, we have 3 times 2 is 6, times 2 is 12. Don't forget it is positive, so we're just going to leave it like this. The next one, again, count your negatives. So I have 2 negatives, so I know my answer is going to be positive. I have no division in this line. I'm going to write all my whole numbers over 1, and I'm going to just start multiplying straight across. So we have 30, so I have 1/3 times 10/1 times -3/1 times -1/2 times 20/1. So I'm going to multiply. The top is, let's see, 10 times 3 is 30, times 2 is 600, over 3 times 1 is 3, times 1 is 3, times 2 is 6, times 1 is 6. My answer is simplified. 6 goes into 600 100 times. The next one down here, number 5. We have, I'm going to change this mixed number into improper fractions. So 56/57/8 times, I'm going to put this 3/1 and divided by 2/8. Again, I only have 1 negative sign, so 1 is odd, so I know my answer is going to be negative. I have a division sign, so I'm going to put the C above that. Keep, change, and flip. So 57/8, let's see, times 3/1 times 8/2. I see an 8 on top and an 8 on bottom. I'm just going to cancel them out, make it a little bit easier. Those equal 1. So on the bottom, we have 2. On top, 57 times 3. Let's see, 21 carry the 2, 15, 17. And let's leave it like that. Don't forget your negative sign. Negative 171 over 2. The next one, we have how many negatives altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is even, so I know my answer is going to be positive. Then I'm just going to start multiplying across. So I have 1 over 7 times 2 over 1 times 14 over 1 times 7 over 1. Oops, I forgot the 5. The 5 over 1. Sorry. I forgot the 5. I'm still going to get the same answer because the commutative property doesn't matter the order. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to cross cancel just to make it easier. I have 7, so we're just going to do that. Then all I have to do is multiply 2 times 14. Oh, let's do 2 times 5 is 10. Times 14 is 140 over 1, which just equals 140.